city smoldering with diplomatic intrigue and torn between conflicting loyalties. Potsdamer plots, dividing East Berlin from West Berlin. A solemn and frightening reminder of the Cold War that goes ceaselessly on.
Well, that winds up his career. First Henderson and now him. Looks like open season on secret agents, and those Reds sure play for keeps. I don't have to tell you that, do I, Ruby?
Nein. I lived with them. Saw them shoot my cousin and drag off my father. And every day I get down on my knees and say, Gott sei Dank, that I'm in the service of free Germany.
I know exactly how you feel.
Yeah. We live in a mixed-up world, Herr Major.
Our Soviet friends aren't doing much to unscramble it either. Take that over to headquarters. Should go out to Washington with tonight's packet.
Ja, Herr Major.
This is not an easy assignment, gentlemen, and even though you're one of our best teams, I must warn you that on this mission you must particularly watch yourselves. There's no margin for error. The unfortunate experience of our other agents should make that very clear.
We understand that, sir.
One thing more, you're to go separate ways as if total strangers, except for such secret meetings as you might arrange.
Yes, sir.
And at times, according to plan, you will report your progress to Major Norcross at Berlin Intelligence.
Right.
Well then, that just about does it. But never forget that you're dealing with the ruthless spy ring. They're smart, too. Confidential information keeps leaking across to Red Berlin. Who they are, where they get their information, how they send it, we don't know. The focal point is Das Kleine Café. That's all we're sure of. Well, from here on, the ball's yours. You'll leave for Berlin tonight. Good luck.
Thank you, sir.
Good luck.
Thank you, sir.
Bartender, little service. Anybody home? Bartender.
Guten Morgen, mein Herr.
Well, hello, Fräulein. Connie, gehabt ein Bier?
Your German is very bad. Perhaps you get along better if you speak English.
Honey, I'll speak anything you want me to. It'll make us get along better.
A beer, is that what you wish?
What I wish I'm not telling, but a beer will do for a start. I was looking at the place outside. It's quite a joint, but, sister, between you and me, it's starting to age a little. Did you ever think what a nice coat of paint would do for it? Now, you look. I've got a nice shade of gray here. Now, for luster and durability, you can't beat our bright glow paints.
I'm really not interested.
Oh, you're not? Well, how about the boss? Is he interested?
I'm the boss.
Oh, you are?
Yes, and you are wasting your time.
I don't think so. Well, we can't do any business. How about the fellow that owns a hotel? Think he'd be interested in the paint job?
I run the hotel.
Well, you are an eager beaver.
Eager beaver?
Well, eager beaver in this case is about the most glamorous woman I have run into since I hit Berlin. You know, this place has an attraction for me. Too bad that I checked in at the Hotel Wilhelm, but I could be persuaded to move.
The Wilhelm is a good hotel.
Yes, but I like this one better. Any vacancies?
A few.
Look, why don't you break down, pull out the welcome mat?
You would not like the rooms. They are all in need of paint.
Honey, you should see my room at the Wilhelm. Why, nobody's touched that place since Bismarck slept there.
All right. This room is 70 marks by the week.
Sold. I'll bring my bags over later.
You intend to stay here long?
Oh, till all Berlin has a new coat of paint, which gives us more time to get better acquainted.
Oh, I beg your pardon. May I have your name for the register?
Oh, I'm sorry. Bradley Connors. You may call me Brad.
Thank you, Mr. Connors.
Fräulein Carla, won't you come in?
Just for a moment, Herr Schmidt, to make sure you are comfortable in your new quarters.
I am indeed, Fräulein.
Would you like some tea sent up, or beer, perhaps?
No, Fräulein, but you are very thoughtful. In fact, I still do not feel I have thanked you enough for the generous allowance you made me on this room.
It is nothing. A few marks one way or the other.
To a poor student, it is much.
Perhaps it is because something about you recalls old times. Reminds me of someone. Like you, he was studying to be a doctor. But there was the war, and Aachen, when he was killed.
Now I understand, Fräulein Carla. War, and what it has done to our country. Foreigners pushing us this way and that. Why can't they leave us alone? Free Germany. That's what they call it here. But what is so free about it? Why don't these American soldiers pack up and go home?
You should not say that, not even if you think it. But I am keeping you from your work.
Fräulein Carla.
Yes, Herr Schmidt.
I'm wondering if I should ask you this.
What is it?
Well, my funds, as you know, are low. It will not be easy keeping myself at medical school. And since you are so kind, if I could help you out in the cafe at night, earn for myself a few more marks.
Wouldn't it be too much for you, studying all day and waiting on table at night?
One must live, my dear Fräulein. And even with the allowance you made me, I don't know how long I could afford these quarters.
Well, let me think it over.
Thank you. Hoppla!
Oh, well, excuse me.
Ja, mein Herr.
Tell Fraulein Beautiful there behind the bar to come on over. I'm inviting her to have a drink.
Verstehe nicht.
Huh? Oh, forget it. I'll tell her myself. Look, a beer. Beer?
Beer!
Beer.
Ja.
Herr Schmidt, will you take the bar?
Certainly, Fräulein.
Good evening, Fräulein. Wem information tonight is little, except for a new airstrip the Americans are considering.
Nothing is little. And besides, it is not for you to judge. You have the location?
It's all here.
Good.
It was not easy getting away tonight. I had to plead a headache to the major.
You have nothing else to give me?
That is all for tonight, Fräulein.
There was a change in personnel at Shape last Friday. Why did you not tell me that?
I did not hear of it.
You should keep your eyes and ears more open. I would not like to notify the secret police you were failing us.
But believe me, Fräulein, you receive all the information I can gather. I'm telling you everything. As long as I have your assurance that nothing will happen to my father. You have news of him? He's all right?
Your father has been transferred to another camp near Warsaw. And it is because of my excellent reports about you that he is reasonably comfortable there.
I'm deeply thankful for that, Fräulein.
But understand, I cannot lie on those reports. I have been lenient as it is, and if your father is to remain secure, you should hold back nothing.
Yeah, Fräulein, I understand.
Good. Tomorrow, then, the same time. Thank you, Herr Smith. I thought you would be thirsty.
Excuse me, how about joining me for a drink, huh?
Musik.
Yeah, can't be that good. Waiter. No, it's no fun drinking alone. Tell me, what do you do for excitement in this town?
Verständig.
Yeah, you don't overstay anything, do you? For the beer and keep the change. Thank you.
I don't understand it, Rudy. Moscow seems to know all about that new airstrip before we've even okayed it.
If I may suggest it, Herr Major, I think you should screen all the civilian employees again.
We've checked and rechecked. But I've got a couple of new special agents and hope they can dig up something. Is that the air operations report from Frankfurt?
Yeah.
I'll take it. Look at it later. You check with Sergeant Brady. He has a dispatch he wants to dictate.
Yes, Herr Major.
Sorry I'm late, sir, but I had to wait till you were alone.
That was my secretary. Sit down. Tell me, how you coming?
Not so good. No runs, no hits, no errors. Not yet, anyway.
What do you think of Fräulein Karla?
Beautiful, but not dumb.
Well, she's definitely working for Soviet intelligence. Our Moscow office sent us a complete dossier on her.
Well, why don't we crack down on her?
Well, if we did, next week it would only be someone else. Getting her alone is not enough. We've got to get the entire spy ring dead to rights, or this leak will go on.
Sorry, Herr Major.
Yes, Rudy, what is it?
Here's another page to the report. I forgot to give you.
Thank you. You can go now.
Yes, sir.
Oh, I'm sorry, Connors. I couldn't be helped. But don't worry about Rudy. He can be trusted implicitly. You've got to crack this case. Entirely too many secrets are sifting through to Moscow. Do you think you can do it?
Well, yes, sir, if we have enough time. There's nothing happening at Das Kleine Cafe that we're not seeing.
I detest a coward. Thinking about your own safety always. Why do you tell me about these agents now?
Believe me, Fräulein, I'm doing my best. As soon as I've found it out, I can write over.
You should have learned that for us days ago.
Yeah, Fräulein.
And you need not be frightened of Mr. Connors. He will be in no position to bother us. We have dealt with his kind before.
But Ray's not only Connors. There's another.
And it is for you to find out who he is. Are you practicing to be a cymbalum player, Mr. Connors?
No, I was just fooling around.
It is not too difficult to play. Maybe I could teach you a simple piece. Yeah?
Fine, fine.
You're holding those sticks too clumsy. You should put them in your hands like this.
Yeah?
Go ahead, play.
Hey, and then when I get home, I can be the life of the party, huh?
Oh, Herr Schmidt.
You seem quite busy, Fräulein.
I am moving out the baggage of our American friend.
He is leaving?
He has left.
I do not understand. You mean he is leaving without his things?
This is going into the baggage room until he returns with money for the rent. Not even 10 marks did he have on him. Does he think I am running a charity?
These Americans are strange people. Allow me, Fräulein.
Thank you.
Now you'll tell where your partner is.
How many times you gonna ask me that?
Where is he?
Like I told you before, I haven't got a partner.
You lie.
Oh, Rudy,
Yeah.
when you see the major, tell him it's your round.
I'm sorry it had to be this way.
Yeah, I'll bet you are.
It might be easier if you give them the information they ask.
It would be sensible to take Rudy's advice.
I seem to have a complete loss of memory.
Then may this will restore your memory. Well? Come, Frederick. We'll give him till tonight to clear his head. Auf Wiedersehen.
I guess that's it. Have those typed up as soon as possible.
Yes, sir.
Rudy,
Yes, Herr Major.
sit down for a minute. I have something to tell you. I had a dispatch from Warsaw Intelligence. This is going to be a terrible shock to you. It's about your father. He was executed 4 weeks ago. I'm sorry, son.
Schwein. They're swine.
That's why we're here. To put an end to this sort of thing. And with the help of loyal countrymen like yourself, we will.
Good evening, Fräulein. May we have a little talk?
Idiot. Have you been drinking? You should not be seen here. You will leave. Go quickly.
You don't want to talk here. Perhaps we could go to your room.
You are a madman. What is it you want here?
The truth about my father.
I told you yesterday. He is safe in the camp at Warsaw.
You should keep your eyes and ears more open, Fräulein Carla, as you would have me keep mine. My father is dead, and you know it. And I've been a fool playing into your hands. But now you're coming with me to the American authorities, and we will tell them everything. How we helped the communists, how we raised American agents, and how we're torturing Herr Connors. They are going to learn about the truth, even if it costs me a life in prison.
Now we shall see who gives the orders. Herr Schmidt.
Mr. Smith, baby. Now, where's Connors?
I will show you. There's a passageway under the alley to the vacant store.
And if Fräulein Carla will lead the way?
Steve!
Hi, Brad. Sorry I'm late.
Thought you'd never get here. Thanks, pal. I'll remember this to my dying day, and believe me, this was about it.
Untie him, Rudy, while I keep an eye on the Fräulein here. You okay?
Yeah, fine. But what about Buster here? Whose side are you on?
Your side, from now on. If I'm lucky enough to clear myself.
Well, we'll certainly see what we can do about it. But in the meantime, we have a little unfinished business with Fräulein Carla here.
Aren't you a little ahead of yourselves? Even if Rudy has given me information, there's no proof that I have passed it on to anyone.
Yeah, well, I got some ideas about that, too. Suppose we all adjourn to the cafe and listen to some charming Cymbalin music.
What do you gentlemen expect to find here?
Suppose you tell us and save us a lot of time and mess.
What do we do now, Brad?
Nothing. We're just gonna wait and watch. Steve, the guy with the hearing aid, watch him. Of course, that's it. I think I'll go out and join the customers. Rudy, keep your eye on the Fräulein. Steve, you watch the local talent and stay right behind me.
Take it easy, boys.
Just a minute. Just what I thought. This instrument's a dud. It's all rigged and wired so that our comrade here can tap out messages in Morse code to Buster with a hearing aid. Steve, I think if you help these gentlemen into their coats and hats, Major Norcross would like to talk to them. Well, my Fräulein Beautiful, I think we have an appointment with the United States Intelligence Service. But first, ich will gehabt. A beer in the house.